This problem is from the textbook. It's page 586, problem number 2. Find the slope and the unit rate represented on each graph. And what they've done is they've put the graph over here, and they've already graphed it for us nicely. Across the x-axis we have our minutes, and then going up on the y-axis we have our words. So let's find the slope. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a spot where this line crosses one of these grid lines. Okay, I found one right here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to mark that, the little point right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find another one. Okay, it looks like I've got one right here. Okay, now what we can do is I'm going to write down those ordered pairs so you can know what they look like. So this first one I did was the 2, 4. So I'm going to write down 2, comma 4. And the other one that I did was 1, 2. So I'll write down 1, 2. Okay, so what we can do is to find the slope, you can use our formula with our points. So that would be our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to go ahead and represent that up here. Write this down as x and y, x and y. And I'm just going to label this first one as our first ordered pair, and this one over here is our second ordered pair. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace each of these into the formula. So y2 is 2 minus y1, which is 4. So I'm just substituting in. x2 looks like it's going to be 1 minus x1, which is 2. Okay, I'm going to simplify the top. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And we're going to divide those two numbers and we'll get a positive 2. So this positive 2 is going to be our slope. Now, that's one way to go ahead and do the problem. The other way you could do it is by using slope triangle. So what I'm going to do, it's kind of hard to tell because we have a little picture here, but I'm going to make my slope triangle. I'm going to go over and up right underneath that other point. Okay, if you look very, very carefully, my rise, how far it's going up 2 spots. And then my run is how far it goes over. So it looks like it's going to go over a run of 1. And remember that slope can also be represented as the rise over the run. And in this case it would be 2 over 1, which gets us the same answer as before. So either method works. So it's kind of your choice which way you prefer to go ahead and do the problem. Okay, that takes care of the first question. First question is find the slope. We found the slope, it's 2. And then the second question is the unit rate represented on each graph. Okay, so let's write down what the slope's representing on this particular graph. What it means is for every two words, so if I go up 2, and I go 1 over, that'll tell me how many minutes it is. So this right here is going to represent 2 words per minute. Okay, and then remember that what we're talking about with unit rate is how much it is per for one item. Okay, so 2 words per minute. You could say 2 words over 1 minute. That would also work out. That's a good way of writing it. So either of those two would be okay. Okay, so this second box that I'm putting in here answers the second question, the unit rate represented on each of the graphs. So it's 2 words for every 1 minute of time that we have there.